Shamonn with Grown in SA. Welcome back. Y'all, I haven't been on here making any videos. I apologize. Between homeschool, the animals, the garden, it's hard for me to video out here and come out here, record, and do what I need to. But I wanted to come on here and make a quick video, show you guys what the garden is looking like right now, especially after we've gotten this crazy rain. It looks crazy out here, y'all. All right, y'all, so starting here at the beginning of the garden, I collected rainwater here. Yeah, this is what it's looking like here in the beginning of the garden. I still have cabbages I need to harvest, which I'm about to do those because I'm going to be making some egg rolls tonight. And I'm going to use those up in there. Over here, I have beans, onions, some more cabbages, and a lot of Swiss chard that we normally do cooked in eggs. What else? Over here, more Swiss chard. Some cabbages back there, some more onions. I planted some tomatoes on each one of these on the trellis here. You guys can see me back up a little bit. And then there is a tomato there too. Some radishes that are going to flower and to seed. I'm doing that because I'm trying to collect seeds so that I can grow some more. What else? I threw down some more seeds. It rained earlier. I got caught out here in the smeltering heat and rain. I have a zinnia growing right here along with some dill. What else? As you guys can see, I need to cut grass. I'm gonna weed eat up in here, just so I can make sure that, you know, ain't no little rattler sitting right there in the grass waiting on me as I pass by. More cabbages. These are the smaller cabbages, like cone shape. I can't remember the name of them. I'll put it up here for you guys in case you want to grow them. They're the smaller ones. They're not huge heads of cabbage. Especially if you're just trying to make something like a small dinner or something like that, like a cabbage bowl or something like that. More onions. I have beans that are starting to come up over here. Some fennel on this side, more beans. I have 2 tomato plants, and as you guys can see right here, there was a sunflower that was growing somewhere else that I didn't want it to grow, so I put it here. I just put it there probably like an hour ago. It's starting to wither a little bit, but we're supposed to get more rain, so I'm not really worried about it. Over there, I planted more corn, like another block of corn, which I can see one kernel right now that I did not push down into the soil. All right. On this side over here, these are all okra plants. And then I have some watermelon down here on this end. Again, y'all, I need to weed eat up in here because, yeah, about that. Some borage and some dill and lots of tomatoes that are growing right now, which I'm pretty excited about. Look at that. I have some peppers on the back, but the rabbits keep on getting in here and chomping those down. I still have over there, I need to put hardware cloth down at the bottom. So until I do that, they're going to continue to get in here. But everywhere else, I've checked all the points. They're not getting in anywhere else. The rooster over there want to act crazy. Over here in this cut flower bed, I have more cut flowers that are starting to come up. And I have some old lettuce that I'm letting go to seed so I can grab those seeds again. I'm trying to grab more seeds so I'm not having to spend money on seeds anymore. And then everything that I grow, I'll collect my own seeds and then I'll just go from there to actually grow them. More fennel. This is for pretty much the butterflies. I do love fennel, but I'm not going to pull it up to eat it and leave the butterflies without anything. More fennel over here. I only have four fennel plants in here. I want to plant more, but again, y'all, space. I mean, I guess I can expand out my garden again, but I'm trying not to do that. And then you guys, I don't know if you can remember for the front up there where I moved that area. up there and moved it further out so I can add a long bed up there. So I have a lot more growing space, which I'm pretty excited for. I have all these bachelor buttons here that are looking pretty good. I don't even know what these little bugs are, but I mean, they don't mess with them, they don't mess with me. And they're not killing the plant, so I'm okay with that. I have watermelon in there. I have a whole bunch of squash. Matter of fact, I'm lying. That's not a whole bunch of squash. It's just that these squash plants, as you can see, it goes from over there all the way over here, across the peas that I planted, which are right here. These are the peas on this trellis here, this little trellis. So yeah, y'all, everything has exploded since the rain, and look, I'm not gonna stop it. I have squash over there on that trellis. It's growing up everywhere. That's a different type of squash, as you guys can see the difference in the leaves, that one and this one. And then, of course, like I said, I have watermelon growing here. I already have a whole bunch of little babies on here, which I love. I don't see anything big yet, like substantial to show you guys. But again, as we get more rain, I already know this is gonna like grow like crazy. I have basil coming in over here. More basil, because I do love basil. I have some flowers over here. It's called status, and these things are so gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. And then this is the other color. Yeah, so I have those throughout the garden. Over here, and this again, this is off the main gate right here. I also have, which nothing's growing on this trellis yet, but give it time. I have a tomato here. I have beans that are coming in, a couple squash. I have this giant sunflower here, and it is so pretty. Bird bath. Chickens over there doing it. Excuse them, they nasty. Again, like I said, I have these little sugar baby watermelon that are growing up on this trellis, which I love growing them that way because they're off the ground and stuff is not really eating them like that on the ground. What else do I have in here? Mustard greens that I'm about to take out because now they have a little bit of mildew on them. I ain't gonna, a little bit, that's a lot. A lot of bits mildew on them. But look at this though. So I will see if I can savage them, the ladybugs off of them, because in here again, more tomatoes are planted in here. I have more sunflowers on this bed, chard, more status. I have some tomatillos over here, more borage and dill, more flowers. What else do I have in here? More borage, a huge tomato plant here on this trellis. And let me turn around so you guys can see this. This is, I'm on the back before you get to the greenhouse. So that's what it's looking like. Guys can see over there is where the corn was, and then the fennel plant. And then over here I have this huge Swiss chard. That's the reason I'm not really worried about any of the other ones. I have this tomato here, which almost, not quite. I'm gonna wait another day for that tomato. I'm gonna take the Swiss chard out of there. It's a big old piece. Over here I have plenty of tomatoes. They're just lined up going all the way down. I'm really not trying to worry about pruning these this year. I'm trying to get max amount. Yes, the pests are a little bit worse whenever you have them like this, but you know what? I'm not doing that craziness this year of making sure everything is beautifully. Excuse the rooster. He wants to act crazy while I'm trying to talk. Him too. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I'm trying not to be worried about in here, trying to prune this so that it looks like it's perfection. What you see is what you get. And I'm just trying to grow it to get the max amount of food, like I said. Over here I have some corn. More corn is coming up behind it. I did some pruning on this one only because it was all the way over here in the walkway. So I had to do this one, prune it back a little bit. So the trellis ones probably will have to get pruned, but all the other tomatoes, I'm not pruning those. I'm not worried about it. Here in my green stalk, I still have strawberries that are producing. There's nothing on there right now because, like I said, we're out here eating and not really worried about trying to save anything or keep it for later or anything like that. I like eating my fruit and vegetables fresh. Yes, I do like to preserve, but I love it fresh. This status is so pretty. All right, and then back here, you guys, it's a little bit of a mess because I'm in the process of trying to weed eat back here and move some stuff around so that it works better for me to walk through the pathways. I am going to be putting down more weed barrier because, y'all, yes, I know everybody's going to say, oh, it's not really good for your garden. I can't get wood chips in, and it is too expensive to try to get a wood chipper out here to this far out, I better say, to do any of these trees or anything like that. So it's really not worth it. So for me, that's why I have to use the weed cloth to put over the top of the grass, which I'm okay with that. I am okay. I feel good about it. Again, these are all the trees that I'm keeping, or bushes, fruit bushes that I am keeping in pots, only because, like I said, I'm trying not to let the animals eat more than we're eating. And the pots work better, especially as far as rabbits or mice, rats, whatever the case, whatever pests that are in the garden. Everything is looking good back here. This tree right here, I've been trying to hack at it as best as I can to get rid of this one. It's mesquite. And I don't want to use any of the tree killer stuff for mesquite in the garden. So I just keep on hacking at it. Keeping it down, keeping it back so that it doesn't overgrow, because I also have that tree there. So, yeah, this is what it's looking like, y'all. And of course, greenhouse, which I still need to paint, which I have to wait until it stops raining. Finish painting that and make it look all nice and pretty. And on there, on that trellis, I have some beans and some morning glories. Yeah, that's about it, y'all. This is what everything is. Oh, and I bought this cute rose bush right here. It's a climbing rose. It's a yellow rose, and I'm pretty excited about it. I don't normally grow roses, but it was pretty and I had to get it. So yeah, y'all, this is what's going on here in my garden. This looks like it really does look like a jungle already. And it's just the beginning of what it's gonna look like once the trellises are filled up with everything, and the beds are filled up. So yeah, looking good so far. And then again, I'm still waiting on flowers and stuff to come up. They're up, it's just they are not. Look at this. Look at this. You see this? This is the reason right here where you got to keep the gate closed. Get your butt out of here. Out. Look at this. Get your little butt over here. Get. Look at this. Get. Y'all, it never fails. It's always one. Want to come up in here when I got the gate open, just for me to do like a quick video or anything. Never fails. They always want to be in the know, in the freaking garden, like they belong in here. Only one was in here, freaking Rosie. So but yeah, y'all, so this is what it's looking like. Thank y'all for watching, and comment. Let me know if you got any questions. What are you growing? Let me know. All right, y'all, have a good day. All right, y'all, thank y'all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, if you got any questions or anything, leave them in the comments below. Let me know what y'all growing, okay?